Well, somebody's definitely paying attention to the Detroit Lions. After having no primetime games scheduled last year, we got flexed into the last game of the season. And then the schedule makers decided to start us off against the Kansas City Chiefs, and we did not disappoint. Out of 272 games, the Detroit Lions originally had 0 primetime games, and we already have 2, and we are 2-0 in those primetime games. And coming from Tom Pelissero, they are going to be, the Detroit Lions, that is, the first flexed game of the season. Beginning in week 5, you can start flexing games. Now, Monday and Thursday cannot be flexed, but you can flex Sundays. You can move a team from a earlier time slot to a later time slot, and that's exactly what happened with the Detroit Lions. It says, flex, Lions Bucs has been moved to 4:25 Eastern Standard Time for week 6. He continues, it's the first flexible scheduling move of the 2023 season. It puts 2 3-1 teams into a time slot that'll reach more of the country. And the Detroit Lions have an opportunity to be 4-1 heading to Tampa Bay. We host the Carolina Panthers this week. If we win that game, which I expect us to do, we will then go into Tampa to face a rested Tampa Bay Buccaneers team. They had an early bye week, and their bye week is week 5. So they're coming off a victory in week 4. They have a rest in week 5, and then they play us in week 6 at home. Now, Mike Evans did leave the game with a hamstring injury. No telling if he'll be back for week 6 or not. But this battle here is going to be quite intriguing because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are doing much better than I expected them to do. Not that Baker Mayfield, I didn't expect him to be able to get them anywhere, but I just didn't expect them to be having this much success. So this is going to be quite the battle because the Detroit Lions, I can't even believe that I'm actually about to say this. Right now, the Detroit Lions in the NFC currently sit at number 4 under the Eagles, 49ers, and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, if the Detroit Lions win against the Carolina Panthers, they're no doubt going to move up past the Buccaneers, and they'll stay a minimum of 3rd in the conference. You don't understand how big this is. We're talking about a home playoff game right now. We're the number 4 seed in the NFC. A win over the Carolina Panthers would put us up here. And I don't know what would happen if the Eagles and 49ers both lose, but then that would put us, the Buccaneers are off. That will put us playing the Buccaneers in week 6 with a chance to go to 5-1 and them drop to 4-2. Or we could drop to 4-2 and they go up to 4-2. So this is going to be quite the matchup. Never thought I would think that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions would be not a prime time game, but a slot game. This is probably going to be America's game of the week. Like I said, we're probably going to be 4-1. You know what? We will be 4-1. We'll be 4-1 playing a 3-1 Tampa Bay Buccaneer team with or without Mike Evans. We don't know yet, but we will be on the road. So going from 0 primetime games coming off that, 3-13-1 season in 2021, Dan Campbell, Jared Goff, Brad Holmes, first season with the Detroit Lions, to starting 1-6 and basically earning our way. They had that entire 8-2 run that we were on to flex our games, but they decided to flex us at night, the last game of the season. And then they start us off against the Kansas City Chiefs, and we are 2-0 in our primetime games. Now, this is not a primetime game, but as Tom Pelissero said, this will be pushed out to more of an audience. So it will go beyond the local region for Detroit Lions and spread to most of America. That's why they call it America's game of the week. So the Detroit Lions have not disappointed. They literally played their way into a flex. Expect more flexing to come for the Detroit Lions. We could have several of our games maybe at 4:25 because the NFL wants to put the best product on the field. I actually cannot believe I'm talking about my team being 4th in the conference and getting flexed in week 5 or 6. How crazy is that I almost forgot. Haven't really been pushing it. I'm going to put a ticker at the bottom of the screen probably tomorrow about the watch party against the Baltimore Ravens. We're going to go back to Uno's and have it. That's going to be held Sunday, October 22nd. You can get your tickets in the link by using the link below. I totally forgot. It's been a hectic week with all the games and stuff like that. So if you didn't come to the first one, consider coming to this one. The Lions will be on the road facing the Baltimore Ravens. There's a good chance. Now, this game comes after this game here. So it would be the week after the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game. And we could literally be going to Baltimore 5-1. How crazy would that be? So consider coming if you haven't. We had a blast, and I would love to see you there. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. How crazy is it that we're getting this much attention? Now we just got to keep winning, which I think we will.